Hi everyone. So today I want to make a hat that you saw in the intro there in the thumbnail. Something I used to make all the time. I used to whip these hats out in like 30 or 40 minutes, you know, for a kid size about that time, maybe a little bit more for an adult size hat. Just had a lot of fun with them. I would make them for props for friends who are photographers or for, just photographers that would just order them. Just a lot of fun. I used to make matching diapers with them, right, for babies. And it's just a hat with ear flaps and like some really cute, what do you want to call them? Let me see. What did I call them? Yeah, your ear flaps, and then just some cute ties, basically. I mean, they were braided. I'm trying to see what I called them. Apparently, I didn't call them too much of anything. Anyway, they look really cute, and hopefully you agree. So what I'm going to do is just get started, but I will say this is not like a beginner video. I have other ones for step-by-step on single crochet, double crochet, learning all these stitches, or whatever you want to call them. There's tons of videos out in the world, and I will link whatever might be pertinent in the description box, possibly embedded in the video. Those would be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. I will say I'm using this worsted weight yarn. I think this is just Red Heart Super Saver yarn. I just saw this. I thought, sure, I'll use this, and maybe at the very end of the video we'll add something cute to it, just so it's not just a beige hat, That might be a little bit boring. I used to make them into like sock monkeys and unicorns and like My Little Pony type, things. This same pattern you can adapt to make whatever you want. Make it look like a jack-o'-lantern, a little fox, like all these different things. You can add ears and flowers and whatever it is you want to do to deck them out. So I would make some cute ones for my daughter when she was a baby that were just like with little flowers on them. A little scary monster, like one that looks like, whatever, Monsters Inc. monsters, like whatever colors you want to use and the cute little accents you add, you'll definitely find something for it, especially if you're starting to, crochet more and more. You can make just a circle that makes an eye, maybe a little pupil, another little circle, maybe you stitch it. There's just lots of ways to decorate this kind of thing. But now I'm going to make it much larger because Miranda is not a little baby anymore like I used to make her these little hats, and Dorian also when he was a baby. And I don't know if Diego had crochet hats. I don't know if I was in crochet. I was knitting more when he was a little guy. But anyway, so Super Saver yarn, basically worsted weight yarns. I did say H crochet hook, which is actually a 5.0. I have a 5.5 from like an amigurumi kit, which is kind of funny because like amigurumi is usually smaller. But I'm just going to use it today. Hopefully it doesn't pull too much. It looks like it's not that great. If I might switch out. Only because I crochet really tight and I don't really care how big this hat is. It's not going to be the biggest issue if it's a little bit bigger, right? Because it's kind of cute and slouchy also. So let's think about that. So we're going to do the cap part and then obviously the ear flaps and then the braids. Let's just call them braids that would tie it down, but nobody really wears them tight. It's just a little cute kind of hanging down, right? So we'll just get started. I'm going to start with a magic ring. I do this different ways. I will say, sorry, this pattern I'm looking at, I came up with, I adapted over many, many years, and then I started off probably with someone's pattern from wherever and then changed some things or didn't do as many rounds or maybe didn't do as many of the increases or added increases, however you're going to do that. This kind of cap is super basic. I will put the link to my blog that goes right to this. I did make a unicorn hat that day, so it says like unicorn horn or things like that. Obviously you can avoid that or ignore that, which is what I'm doing. I just printed it out real quick. I just copied and pasted into like Word and printed it out. So I have it all, and this was a good one because I did put, everything that you need to know from tiny baby to adult size hats. And so today I'm going to do the teen adult size. So it says to make a magic ring and then chain 2, 11 double crochet in magic ring, join to first double crochet, chain 2. Now I will say, I think I put a note earlier that the chain 1 or chain 2 at the beginning of the round does not count as first single crochet or double crochet, just because it looks nicer that way. If you count it as it kind of leaves a gap in that laddering you get. So we're not going to count that, the step ups or the chains ups, as anything. So let's do our magic ring. Now you can chain 4 and then tie it together like you would do whatever you want. I just start with a magic ring, and so I'm just going to start here, put it around my fingers, okay? It's going to come back around again, and this time I'm going to go back like this. And this is a little bit different magic ring, sorry. We're going to make like an X, okay? So again, from in front, you're going to go around your fingers, around here, cross over this one. And so this is slightly different than what I used to do in the past, I will say, but you know, it works. So we're gonna put our crochet hook under here. Okay, we're gonna pull this guy up from inside of there. And since I pull it up, I'm gonna twist around just to get it back to where I want it to be. We're gonna get that same string, that same one, not back over here, but the same one we just got right now. And you're gonna grab it over, it's gonna look like that. And hopefully you can kind of see so you have a good idea. And pull that through your loop. And that is it. So when you let go and you come back over here, obviously we're gonna tighten things up because that was very loose so you can see exactly what we're doing. I want you to have a good visual. When we loosen that up, you're gonna have a ring that you can tighten up, right? See, if I pull this, it'll tighten up. Let me go ahead and tighten this guy up. Just, I'm holding both things and just kind of go like that. And that helps everything tighten up, okay? And I always go ahead and just leave it the way it's twisted, and I'm always basically crocheting over that thread end. So all you have to do is pull it, or yarn in, should I say. And we're good to go. So now I'm gonna chain 2. So hopefully that was a slow enough magic ring that you understood what I was doing. So chain 1, chain 2. Like I said, I crochet pretty tight. Even right now, that was hard for me to get out of there. So that's why I'm not super alarmed by using a 5.5, but you want to use an H or whatever works for you, right? 11 double crochet now. So that was a step up. We're going to do 11 double crochet. So you're going to yarn over, go into your loop, pull up a loop. Your first double crochet. Yeah, this thing is sticky. This bamboo hook. Okay, 1, 2. So it's going to really slow me down, actually, because I usually like fly through. 3. If you don't like double crochet, you can definitely adapt this to, you know, maybe a half double crochet or even single crochet. It's just going to take longer. And then, of course, the pattern or your fabric is going to be much tighter, right, if you're doing single crochet. Sorry, I'm getting some extra yarn here. So step up 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll be right back when I have 11 double crochets, okay, into my magic ring. Just keep going along. I'll be right back. Okay, and if you're losing count, because I mean, this is just 10, but you're going to start increasing. This first one that you see, this first thing, it looks like chains. You don't count that. It's these guys, right? These posts. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and one more double crochet here. That makes 11. And this one, you don't actually have to mark your rounds because you're not going in a spiral. You are definitely going to step up each time. So we did that. You're going to join it to the first one. So I'm just going to pull this, right, our end. Get closer. I'll pull it tighter in just a moment. But basically, you're going to go in here. Now, this is your chain 1, chain 2 that we started with. You're going to join it to the first double crochet. So I don't care about these things. I'm going to completely avoid them. This is the set of loops that have to do with this first post. Okay, that's what a double crochet looks like. Your post and then this loopy here, right? Your post, loopy here, behind it, not in front of it. At least that's how I see it. So we're gonna go in here, and I'm not yarning over anything until you go through. You're gonna yarn over, bring up your loop, and pull it through your loop. Okay, we're not doing single crochet or anything like that. You're just pulling that loop, and now it is all together. You can pull this tighter now. You can pull it tighter later. Doesn't matter. We'll just keep working. So that was our, okay, I forgot what I said, but I sorry, I moved on and I forgot to mention one last thing of that last round, which is round 1. We're going to go ahead and chain 2. Okay, so now it's all together. We're stepping up. Okay, we're not turning or if you want to, go ahead. I don't like the look of that. I like the way this looks. I don't want to start flipping and do all these different things. So chain 2. So now we're going to move on to the next step, which is round 2. And actually, I'll just leave this here. I think that might help, right, where we're working. So round 2, 2 double crochet in each around, join, chain 2. I meant to say 2 double crochet in each double crochet around, but that's okay. I might have to fix that for you guys just so it's clear. But anyhow, so we're already here. So that was our, little step up, right? We got into the double crochet. We stepped up 2. In this first one, I'm going to do 2 double crochets. So 1. So at the end of this round, you're going to have 22 double crochets. It grows really fast and like really well. That's why I love this hat pattern. So that was 2 in there, 2 in here, 2 in this one, 2 in this one, right? So 2 in each one. I'm getting used to this bamboo. I think it's starting to smooth out. But again, you know, if you like a different pattern, a different stitch, should I say, you're just gonna have to know that you're gonna have to do more rounds. I would not go to like a treble crochet or triple crochet. That's really, really big and it's gonna be very lacy. But if that's the look you like, I suppose you can do that too. To me, double crochet just works up so fast and so nice. And that's probably as loose as I would make a hat. Get a little more yarn. So you can see 2 in each, all right? So 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and I'll meet you when I get back at the end. Okay, this is my last double crochet right here. And I did go 1, 2, and if you're the type of person that likes to connect at the top of your step up, then do that. Just do it the same every time. Okay, so we just finished that, and we should have 22. So if I don't count this first chain, you know, up, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. And so now again, I'm going to connect to the top of my double crochet. If you like to hook into this one, do that, but do it the same every time. Okay, so I'm just going to avoid that and go right into that first double crochet. And there we go. That is our round 2. And then we need to chain 2. So we're already in that space. If you want to go to the next one and go around and then, you know, however you want to do it, but always do it the same with your step ups and how you're going around. So round 3, 2 double crochet in first and then double crochet in next. So we're already there in that space. So I'm going to do 1, 2 there, 1 in the next one, 2 in the next one, 1 in the next one. So we're only decreasing one time. Sorry, every other one, should I say. So now again, I did 2 in the first one, 1 here. The next double crochet, I'm going to do 2, get more thread and more yarn, excuse me. 1, 2, and go into the next one, 1. So 2 here, 1 in the next, okay? And I will be right back when we're towards the very end. So 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 all around. Okay guys, so we're our last 2 stitches and I have to do 2 here and then 1 in the last, and we'll move on to round, what do we got? Round 4 will be next. Yes. So 2 there, 1 there. And also you can always tell the rounds and something like this so easy because again, we're not spiraling. 1, 2, 3. I mean, you can see very clearly the lines there. So now again, I'm going to go ahead and put it, you know, join that round. Again, if you want to join here and pull this guy up, go for it. But I join right into the top of my first double crochet. Okay, so again, we're going to step up by 2. This time, round 4, 2 double crochet in first, and then double crochet in next 2. And you just repeat around. So we're already in our double crochet space, the first one. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, and then 1 in the next one, and 1 in the next one. And we're back to doing 2 in this next one. So 1, 2, 1, 1. Get a little faster with this guy. 1 here and 1 here. Okay, so I'll repeat 2, 1, 1 all around till I get to the end here. Okay, I'm at the last, 1, 2, 3, so it's going to be 2 here, 1, 1. And you already know if you did something wrong, if you get there and you're like, I don't have enough stitches or too many, an extra one or something. Sometimes what I'll do, instead of going back, I'll just try to make 2 into 1 with a decrease. But yeah, you definitely want to be like on it, right? with your stitches, your stitch number there. So, okay, that was the end of round 4. I'm going to go ahead and get into the top of my first double crochet and go ahead and join that. Okay, So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Clearly you can see that. Round 5, 2 double crochet in first, and then double crochet in the next 10. So we're slowing down the, see here we kind of not doubled, but we did. We went from 11 to 22 and then 33, 44, and now we're just going to increase by 4. So we're going to, excuse me, chain 1, 2. We're going to put in 1, 2 here, and then 1 double crochet in the next 10. So I don't think I have to belabor this for you guys. I think you understand. So 1, 2, oopsie, 3, 4, 5, right? I'm going to go to 10, and on the next one, I'll put in 2, and then 10, and 2, and 10. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, but just, yeah, so I have my 2. I did 10, so 1 each in the next 10, and now we're here. I'm going to do 2, and then follow that up with 10, 1 in each of the next 10 stitches. So 2 double crochet, and then 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, till I get 10 of those done. 1, 1 in the next, 1 in the next, 1 in the next, right? Okay, and essentially when you get to the end, you should have 11 double crochets left to work on. So I'll put 2 in this one, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 perfectly. So I'll come back when I'm here and we'll join. Okay, so that was my last one for round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so we're just gonna join here, and numbers worked out perfectly fine. And it's starting to curve. I don't know if you see that. A little bit cute. So now we need round 6, which is our chain 2. 2 double crochet in first, double crochet in next 11. So again, we're just slowing it down. We're only increasing by, I think, 4. Yeah, 4 every time here. So 2 double crochet in the one we just came out of, right, where I did my step up. So 1, 2, and 1 double crochet in each of the next 11. So just 1 here and 1 here. I usually count like 1, 2, 3, but I don't want to confuse you guys. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? So 1 in each of the next 11 all the way around, and I'll meet you when we get here. So 2, 11, 2, 11, 2, 11. Okay guys, so I just did my 2, 10, and now I'm at number 11 here at the end. So that is the end of round 6. So I'm gonna join it at the top of my first double crochet. And I just like the tightness of that, because if you leave a hole, like if you, it just ladders in a way that you're gonna see it so well, like you're gonna notice it really, really well. So that's why I'm doing my chains, not counting that as a double crochet. But if you like to do that, then do that. That's fine. Okay, so that is round 6. And so round 7, again, same thing. We're gonna, at the very end of the round, we do the step up here, and then we're gonna have 2 double crochet, and now we're gonna do 2 and then 12. So 1, 2 in this first one, and then 12 with just 1 double crochet, right? So just 1 here, 1 in the next, 1 in the next, 1 in each of the next 12, and then 2 again, and 12, 2 again, 12. It's basically partitioned in 4 if you really think about it. But anyway, so there's our increase, and then 1, 2, 3, another 9, and keep going all around, right? I'll be back. And again, you can download this, or just, well, I don't know if you can download it. I guess just like I did, I copied it and pasted it into a file so I can print it out. But yeah, so just follow along, but I'll be right back. Okay guys, and here's my number 12 of round 7. After the increase, 12 single double crochets. And now we're back here to the beginning, or the end, however, but I'm going to stick that to the top of my first double crochet, and that is round 7. So round 8, we're going to do 2 double crochet in the first, and then double crochet in next 13. So again, our chain 2, 2 double crochet right into that first double crochet. We're already in that space, which is what I've been doing the whole time. Whatever you like to do, do it the same the whole time. And now 1 double crochet in each of the next 13 stitches. So we'll just go across 1, 2, 3, right, all the way to 13, 2 double crochet, 13 again, 2 double crochet, all that. So I will be back at the end of round 8. Okay, so ending round 8, I did my 2 and then 13 singles, and now at the top of my first double crochet, let's go ahead and join that round. That was round 8, and it's looking really cute, very cap-like. So round 9, same thing. We're going to start with our 2 step up, 2 double crochets in the first double crochet, and this time we're going to do 14 double crochets, right? 1 in each of the next 14. So 1, 2, and then we will have 1 in the next, and the next 14, right? 1, oopsie, let go of that guy. 2, and like I said, I count as I go along, like 3, but it's only 1, right? I'm not counting. And 4 to the 4th one, 5. All right. So next 14, and then another double crochet. 14 double crochets, 2 double crochets in the next. Hope that makes sense. I think by now it should, right? Okay, I'll be back at the end of round 9. Okay guys, so this is my 14th double crochet, ending this series here, this round 9. So again, at the top of our first double crochet of the round, and join that. So that was round 9. And round 10, again, 2 double crochet in the first double crochet, and then double crochet in next 15. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna leave it that way. I did say I was gonna update this and double crochet in each double crochet around, but obviously I guess each stitch around. But anyway, so let's go ahead and step up our 2 and go ahead and do our first increase, right? So we're in that same space. Well, it's not really a space, but the top of that double crochet there. And then double crochet in each of the next 15. So, next one here. And here. And the next 15. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and keep going to 15, and then the next double crochet in the next series of 15, right? Till I get to the end of round 10. Okay, and I'll just put in that 15th one at the end of the round here, and join it to the top of the first double crochet for the beginning of the round. And that is all of our increase rounds. So if you're making a hat for a smaller child, it'd be like this, or for a kid, or the baby one, and it wouldn't have as many increases. I think it stops increasing like around here, and then you start doing the other rounds. So they're really fast, like so fast to make. But this is an adult, teen and adult size. So we have, well, a few more rounds to do, right? So 6 more rounds, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 6 more rounds. And you're just double crocheting in each double crochet around. You're not doing any more increases unless you want to, right? I mean, people have different size heads. Maybe you need it bigger. Maybe you could have cut it back at one of the rounds. It doesn't matter. This pattern is so easy to use. That's why I really love this one. Okay, so now, again, at the end of the round, we're doing our step up, chain 2, and now it's just double crocheting each around, right? So very easy. And that same one where we just joined, I'm going to put 1 because that's our first double crochet, and then just all around. So at the end of the round, you should have 68 double crochets. Okay, so at the end of round 10, we had the 68th one added. And so now we're just going around. So when you finish, you still should have 68, right? So just 1 in each. And I'm telling you, it works up so fast. So I'll come back at the end of round 11, but rounds 12 through 16 are going to be the exact same thing. So come back at the end of round 11, and then I'll come back at the end of round 16, because that's when we start doing something special for the ear flaps. Okay, so I will be right back. Okay, guys, so this is my last one. And if I were to count them up, it would be, 68 double crochet, but I'm pretty certain I have them all. So go ahead and join to the top of the beginning, the first double crochet, and that is the hat. So now when we do 5 more rounds, you can imagine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's going to be this much taller, and that's an adult size hat, at least what I consider to be an adult size hat. But again, you can play around with this. It's really easy to adapt this pattern. So, okay, so I already did round 11. I'm going to do round 12 through 16 exactly the same way. So chain 2 and double crochet all around. Now you can also play with this hat. Like, let's say that's as deep as you want this hat. You want it to be like a little toque. I don't know, a little something. I like to do that with a brim that's a series of front posts and back post double crochets. So it's one in the front, one in the back, one in the front, and it leaves like these little cute ridges, and it's a little bit tighter, and that can be a little hat. I mean, there's lots of ways to adapt this, but anyway, I'm gonna go around and do all double crochet all around for rounds 12 through 16 exactly the same way. So I'll be back when this is 5 rows larger. Okay guys, so end of round 16, and I'm telling you, this works up so fast. Now if you want to slouch your hat, you can do more rounds, because this is basically the hat. We're going to start doing ear flaps now. If you want to kind of slouch more, you know, on the top of the head, you're going to want to do more rounds, so this ends up out here, right? You can put a little pom-pom on the top, all that cute stuff. So okay, round 16, last one, goes right in here. And let's go ahead and go to the top of the first double crochet. Now it says in here to join it, this is round 16 because we're doing again the larger hat, chain 1. Okay, so chain 1, and now from here with my little directions, you're going to go to the ear flaps, and we need ear flaps for child through adult because it's going to be the same for that. The only ones that are different are the little 3 months to preschooler and then child to adult. So we're here. It says single crochet in next 12, chain 1, turn. So right where we are, we're not going to fasten off or anything like that. That's what it says there, do not fasten off, right? So we did the 1 step up, and then we're going to do single crochet in the next 12. So these are going to be single crochets. If you want to continue with the double because you like that look and just want to continue the look, you can do that. You're going to want to change some things, otherwise your flap is going to be really, really long compared to single crochet. So, okay, single crochet, we're already at the top of this guy, right? And that same double crochet, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and I do it a little bit loose, so you don't want to do it too tight because you want to keep kind of the same tension, right? And those are smaller stitches. So I already forgot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna do 12, and I'll be right back. Okay, that's number 11, and here's 12. Okay, so we have 12 across. Now we're going to do decreases. Where we were doing increases before, we're going to start doing decreases. So this is a really fun way of learning those things. They are going to look different if you were doing a double crochet decrease or a half double crochet decrease, or in this case, it's a single crochet decrease. So we're going to chain 1 and turn. So chain 1, that's to finish that first part, and then go ahead and turn it. So this time we are turning and all that because we're doing rows. We're not doing rounds anymore. And it says single crochet decrease, single crochet in next 8, and then single crochet decrease. So that's all we're doing. So in these first 2, we are decreasing it. So this is how I do it. I don't know how you do it, but this is our first single crochet. Right, I'll get a little bit closer. Usually by this time, I think you would know a little about crochet if you're watching a video like this, but I'm going to put my hook in here. I'm going to yarn over, and then I'm going to put my hook into the next one and yarn over. And that's how I do mine. I don't know how you do yours. And then go ahead and yarn over and pull through all 3. So now you have essentially 1 single crochet post, and you reduce those 2 to 1, okay? And then in the next 8, we're just going to do single crochet. So single crochet, 1, 2, again, not too tight. Try to keep your same tension. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and I should leave 2 at the end, right? These last 2, and we're going to do a decrease. So I'm going to go into that 1, pull up a loop, go into the next one, pull up a loop, and then pull it all, that 1 loop, all 3 loops through all 3. That is our decrease. So row 3, you're just going to make it nice and kind of level everything out. So again, at the end of this one, chain 1 and then turn. So chain 1 and turn. And now we're just going to single crochet across the 10 that are left. We just created, right, from 12, we decreased 2 of them. So right in that first one, single crochet, and single crochet across. And that just kind of gives it a nice a nice look. Instead of decreasing every time, you're giving it like a rest row. Okay, so just go across all 10 with your single crochet, and I'll be right back. Okay, last single crochet, which was the one that we did the decrease before, but there's one left, right? And there you go. And that's what that starts looking like. So at the end of that, it says chain 1 and turn. So now we're on row 4, and we're going to do a decrease, and then just single crochet through the next 6, and then another decrease. So again, poke in here, pick one up, go into the next one, yarn over, pick that guy up, and bring it over. Now single crochet in the next 6. And I'll be right back. Okay, here's number 6, and then we should have 2 single crochets left at the beginning, or at the end, sorry, at the end. So just go in, yarn over, go into the next one, yarn over, and pull through all 3. You just did another decrease, and you can start seeing that this is getting smaller, right? From the 12, it's going to make like a little triangle. So at the end of 4, you chain 1 and turn. And essentially we're doing the same thing over and over. So let me see okay. So row 5, we're just going to single crochet across in each one, right? So 1 single crochet in each one, just like we did before. So single crochet across all 8 of the single crochets that are left. Okay, and I'll be right back. Okay, so last single crochet. And at the end of row 5, we're going to chain 1 and turn. And row 6 calls for another decrease. And then row 7, you're just going to single crochet across. It's all the same. So that's why I'm telling you, I don't even look at the pattern anymore. Well, I do now because I haven't done this in years. But once you do it, you just remember, it's very easy. So decrease. Again, we're on row 6. So there you go. Pull that up. And then single crochet across the next 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then another decrease. So right in here, so 1, 2, decrease, right? Chain 1 and turn. And now this is row 7, and we're just going to single crochet across the 6 single crochets from the previous row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Okay, and here we are with number 6. And chain 1 and turn. So now again, we're going to do our decrease. So that is, oh, sorry, this is like way up here. Row 8, single crochet decrease, and then single crochet next 2, and then another decrease. So it just reduces really quickly. So there's pull up a loop, and the next one, reduce that. And then you only have 2 to single crochet into, and then the last 2, pull up your loop, and pull up your loop, and do your reduction there. So chain 1, turn. We are now on row 9, single crochet across the 4. So I'll just stay with you guys 1. It gets really quick, really fast. 3 and 4, chain 1 and turn. And then row 10, you're just going to make a single crochet decrease in each of these guys because you only have 4 left, right? So in this one, bring up a loop, into the next one, bring up a loop, and then you reduce those. And you only have 1 more set to do, so bring up a loop, and the last 2, and then bring up another loop and reduce that. Chain 1 and turn. And we are on row 11, and it just says to decrease it because you just have 2 left. So into there and into the next one and pull through all of them. And then that's it. So we are going to fasten off here, which is very fun. And then we're going to start with Earflap 2. You're going to have to add in your stuff. So you can do whatever you want, but there you go. And I just kind of get it and pull it through that loop. And that's it. We're going to have fun with this later, so don't worry about that for now. This is what your hat is looking like right now. You do have, again, kind of where it, not ladders because it's not leaving a hole, but you can see where your increases were at the beginning of the round. So that's essentially the back of the hat though. Kind of side back of the hat. Okay? And it looks kind of crazy right now. Something like that. And the baby one looks just the same, but it's just little. And then now for ear flap 2, you're going to fold your cap in half, leaving more stitches near the front of the cap, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Mark where you should begin the second ear flap to line up with the opposite flap, and then add in yarn. And I don't mean in half this way. I mean, I guess you could, but what I mean is this way. And so you can imagine if your ear flaps are back here, this is where your face is. It should have a little more room. So if you did it like this, halfway, you're gonna have a big space in the back. This might not even hit your ears. So you think about it, your ears are kind of like more like in here. Okay, so you're just eyeballing this. I don't really put a number on it, but you can kind of count and see. And if you like that, say, okay, every time I'm gonna put it this many stitches away from the other ear flap. Okay, sorry about that. So, I mean, if I'm just eyeballing this, I can say like, oh, it should go like here. I mean, you can definitely count them. Like I said, like 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. You know, it's about 6 stitches. If you want to make it even, you can make it so that there's 7 and 7 or 8, and whatever it is that you want. But basically here, and then it's up to you. Do you want to add in the yarn so you're working toward on the inside of the hat, or if you're adding it here and going in this direction, which is kind of what we did here, right? When we started, we just went across. So I might add in my yarn here. And I'm just eyeballing this again. I'm not really counting or have any, just bring it in. So I'm gonna leave something that I need to sew in later. And you can tie it on like some people like to do, whatever you want to do. With the other one, you know, we had the chain 1. So I can also just kind of grab this and do my chain 1, and that is my chain 1. And now we're going to start the exact same thing, and I might even leave the end of the tail here. In here, we're going to do 12 single crochet. So in that same spot where I added it, I'm going to go ahead and do 1, and then the next one, and the next one, and the next one, right? 12 single crochet. Okay, so I'm going to go across just like we did the first time, putting in 12 foundation single crochet so I can start my ear flap. Okay, so I just did 11 stitches, now 12. And you are going to repeat exactly what we did on the other side. So chain 1, turn, 2 double, reduce these next 2 single crochet, crochet across to the last 2, reduce them. It's exactly the same, so I'm not going to waste your time, but again, I mean, exactly what we did before. It's just that you have to find the spot where you're going to start, right? So yeah, that's it. Single crochet in the next 8, single crochet again, chain 1, turn, single crochet across all 10, It's exactly the same. So I'm not going to waste your time other than just saying what I said. So there you go. So, reduce your single crochet at the beginning, and then single crochet across 8, and then reduce the last 2. Chain 1, turn, single crochet across. Exactly the same. I'll be back. Hey guys, I'm at the end of row 10 here, so I'm just going to do my chain 1 and turn. I mean, you can do the single crochet across if you want, like we had been doing, but it's just easiest to just finish it off. But do whatever you want. If you want to do a single crochet in those last 2 and then do the decrease, whatever. But this is row 11, so decrease, and that is it. Now, I did say fasten off. Now, this is if you want to do, I said with an accent color, but this was for the... like My Little Pony hat that I was describing. You can attach an accent color and then single crochet around the entire thing so it looks cute. But right now, I don't think I'm going to have an accent color. I don't know. I think we'll just do it with this. So I haven't done this in a very long time, so I'm trying to think of how I used to do this. But basically, we can go back this direction or however you want, but basically you're going to want to single crochet around the whole thing. So let me see, this is the right side of the hat. Yeah, so we already have a loop, but you can do whatever you want to make yourself another loop, because this is going to be covered anyway with the braids, but this is our hat. Okay, that's the back of it. This is the front of it. So I usually go around and single crochet around the whole thing just so it looks nice and neat. Really, for this, you don't even have to do that, to be honest. It looks neat already here. It's just this area is a little bit lumpy. So in each of these single crochet areas, you can add a single crochet. You can do a little stitch that might make it look kind of cute and like a little ruffle. I mean, whatever you want. So, we can start here. I have that loop. I'm just going right into this first one, single crochet, go into the next set of single crochet. I know it's hard to tell. Just do the same thing whenever you do it. So if you shove it in here, and then in here, and then in here, however you want. So maybe I'll put one here. This is just to make it look nice. It doesn't really do anything later. So however you want to do it, just find yourself a little loop, because this is not really where the single crochet looks nice. It's the edges of it, so it's hard to know like where you should put your crochet hook. You know, if I put one there, maybe I put one here. You know, maybe I skipped too many there. I don't know. But either way, just go up the side and try to do the same thing both times. So if you do it here and the next one, do it the same way. Coming down the next side, like I can put it here, I can put one there. It looks like I should just skip to here. But nice and loose. Just putting one at the end of each single crochet row. All right. And I'll show you what I mean when I get over here. It's nice when you get to the double crochets because they do have a nice top and you know exactly where to put that. When you go from this to the double crochet, you can put in a couple, you can pull it together, you can do a decrease so it kind of tightens, or just move into the next one, which is this one here. That's where our single crochet ended. This is a double crochet. I'm going to go into the top of that one and just keep going around. So it's much easier here because you're just going across these double crochets. Like I said, they have a nice top, so it's very clear to see where you're putting them. And then you get in here and just do the same thing. Just at the end of each row, try to find a spot to put in a single crochet and go around the whole thing, okay? And I'll meet up with you guys once we get back over here. But see how it just makes it look neater than if it was like this. That's all. I'll be back. Okay, guys, you know, as I was going across, I came to this ear flap, right? We started here, kind of came down around. So what I would do is when I get to the tip of this, you know how there was 2 and then I singled it off to making 1 out of the last 2 decreases here. When I get there, I used to do this. So it's difficult to see. So just find a spot. Honestly, it doesn't matter. I'm going to put 3 single crochet in that same spot. So 1, 2, 3, and that kind of makes like a little shell and it kind of turns the corner for you. You're going to cover this up anyway, so honestly no one's going to see that, but it's nice to have it that way. So then keep going up the other side. So I'm just going to, again, find a spot that I think is appropriate to dig into. I'm going to go ahead and bury this while I'm doing that. You can leave it out because we're going to put braids on here anyway, so this piece can go into the area. Wherever it is that you think you should go across the other side. And then I'll come back, we'll just do, again, a single crochet along this whole edge, and then one on each of the top of the double crochets. I'll come back when I come back up here, because we initially started this with 1 single crochet. So I'll do 2 more, and then attach it at the top of the first single crochet. That way it's like rounded like this. Even though we're going to cover it, that's why it doesn't really matter. But I just want to show you that it looks nicer. Okay, I'm going to keep working. Okay, so I am back at the beginning again, just that round of single crochet. If you really think about it, on this you have 10 rows plus the 11th row being like here, you know, the last little decrease. So if you just evenly crochet 10 single crochet along these edges, you'll be good. And then that little kind of shell at the very bottom, which is that 11th row that you're kind of just getting into. Okay, and so I just did that, and then we're back at the tip, right? And I had told you guys, you know, we began with 1 single crochet here. So in that same hole where that single crochet is, I'm going to add 2 more, because we start with 1. So to make that shell space in that same space, we're going to add 2 more. And then just finish this off on the, you know, joining it at the top of that first single crochet. And it's a little bit tight, but I'll just get that in there. And like I said, you don't even have to do that, because you're going to cover this whole thing up anyway. So let me get in here and just finish this off. Okay, and then we're gonna, that can just kind of go into the braids or however you want. But see, we do have this little hole here, and that's generally where I end up putting the braids, okay? But I just find a spot. So when you have the hat, this is the back where there's less opening, and then the larger opening is the front. And I feel bad that I only made it, you know, this one color, because it looks so cute when you like go ahead and like, let's say we put a pom-pom that's like purple, and so do the purple edging, you know, instead of the cream color edging that I did. And then when you go to add the braids, you can do a combination of like cream and purple so that those colors are just mixed in there. But anyway, I did it all kind of boring and beige. So I'm kind of debating if I should just put like a little flower, because this is your basic hat. I mean, this is it, you know? So you want to put a pom-pom on here. I think that looks really cute. maybe like a little flower over here, or like with Miranda, I would make big flowers and I put them both on the ears right here. So it looked really cute on the side of her head. She had these two big flowers, you know, just whatever you want to do to decorate these guys. You have a pin you like, put that pin on here. I mean, there's so many ways to play with this. Whatever little icon, or again, eyeballs, you want to put ears, bunny ears, you want to put, you know, bear ears. There are so many motifs online you can find patterns for, like super easy, you know, just bunny ear pattern, crochet, you know, bear ear pattern, and then you just stick them on, right? Maybe a little muzzle. When I would do the sock monkeys, it would always have a pom-pom and then little eyeballs and then like the mouth. That was kind of funny, that little mouth. That just, anyway. Okay, so let me think about what I want to do. Maybe we're going to do a pom-pom, and I'll just do these guys the same I would normally do with the cream color. I don't know. Lots of fun things. So for this one, it says all caps with the accent color, right? We already did that. Attach yarn, which I didn't do accent color. I just continued on with the cream color. It says for the braids, which I didn't say here, it's for the braids, but you're going to cut 3 long strands, each of 3 colors. So let's say you are making this a little monster or like whatever. Just grab 3 of the colors that you've been crocheting with that you added in here. Maybe you put a pink flower, okay, some pink and some cream, and maybe you did green leaves, okay, bring in some green too. Just to have fun, you know, with it, whatever it is. But you're going to want 9 long strands of yarn. And I say long strands because like I haven't done this in a while, but it depends on what you want. How long do you want these guys to be? And you are going to braid it also. So you're going to lose some of the length in the braiding. But like, I think that's pretty good. Okay, let's say, let me measure this. And again, I'm just going off the top of my head here. I mean, just, this is 19 inches. Okay, well, it's actually 38 inches. So there you go. Let's say a yard. Let's say a yard. Let me shrink this up just a little bit. So let's say a yard each. So 22, 23 plus another 13, that's 36. Okay. Okay, so 36 inches, I'm going to get 9 of these. You can do 12, you can do 18, or however full you want this to be. Now, this is going to double over, so you got to keep that in mind. I think if you're wanting some really full braids, they can get really thick really fast because you're doubling this over. So I'm going to cut 9 36-inch pieces. Actually, we need 18 of them. 9 for this side, 9 for the other side. So I'm going to cut 18 of these guys and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have 9 strands right here for the one side. Obviously we need to cut them for the other side too. And like I said, you can dip in here, you can dip in here, wherever you think that you want this to be. It doesn't really matter. Just towards the edge. And these guys are a little wonky, and that's all right. So I'm going to double them over. I'm trying to remember if I bring them from the inside. I haven't done this in a long time. So I would get my crochet hook and try to help myself bring these guys through. I just don't remember if I do it from inside out. Let's check. Or the outside in. So you saw I put the hook from the inside towards outside. There we go. See, it's all coming back to me now. So right in the middle, crochet hook, excuse me, from the inside to the out, pull those guys through, and as you're guiding it through, just kind of keep it nice and try to pull and kind of keep it so that it looks nice. Okay, at least that's what I would do. Okay, and that's about it. So I mean, we have like this little, again, it's from the decreases and things, like if you really look, you're gonna have some little gaps, but that's fine. Okay, so that is as tight as I would do that. So now, essentially, we have the 9 that we doubled over, so we have 18 pieces here. So I would divide this into, which is kind of weird. In my mind, I was going to do 24. That would be 8, 8, and 8, right? But let's see. So I'm going to do strands or groups of 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should leave it even, right? 6 and 6, yeah. And again, this could have been a mix of colors. It looks really, really cute. So I'm just going to go and braid these, and that's it. Braid it nice. Again, if you want these thicker, because, you know, this is what 18 looks like. If you want 24, make it a little bit thicker. However, usually I sit down and have the hat like in between my legs so I can keep this taut. But I'm just going to keep braiding like you naturally would braid something normally. And I will be right back. I just put something heavy on top so I can keep braiding and it doesn't pull. Actually, I'll just leave it there for now. What we're going to do is braid till the end. I have all these pieces, and you can even them up. I'm just going to turn this over here and make a knot. Of course, you want to give yourself quite a bit so you can get all those little strands that are shorter than some of the other ones. I was being very lazy cutting the 36 inches. I was just comparing them one to the other, and then I just cut it so they're all wonky. So just do that. And when I go to do the second one, I'll make sure it's the same as this one, right? So we have all these pieces again. I mean, that looks cute to me. That doesn't bother me, but if you like, what you're going to do is just even them up. So I think it kind of looks cute when they're kind of frilly like that. I still have quite a bit left, so I'm just going to cut like this much. And then for the second one, I'll try to keep it about the same. So I'm going to do the same thing with my 9 strands. And like I said, this piece can go in with it. Go ahead and just braid, you know, they'll end that guy for you, or weave it back in. And then that is your hat, guys. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. I do have a piece here that I need to get rid of. Doop, doop, doop. And make the second braid, and I'll come back whenever I have to compare them to make sure they're the same. I'll be back. Okay, guys, so I just type the second one, and normally what I do is I kind of put them side by side just to see that they look about the same, but the same length. And so I did braid a little further. Oopsie. And I think I should be able to loop this around and then just pull it as tight as the other one, you know, so they look similar. Or not, whatever. So there you go. That one's there, that one's there. And then I'm just kind of, I made a big knot so I can pull, and then have them basically end in the same fashion and kind of look the same tightness and everything, right? So just, obviously, look at that. Not too bad. All right, they're about the same. I do want to pull it a little tighter. I think that looks pretty good. And then, again, just trim those up. I already misplaced the scissor I used before, so I'll use a different one. Just about here. And then, of course, if I cut this one too short, I can just cut the other one to match. But that looks pretty good. All right, guys, and that is the hat. Now, that didn't take very long, and we did step by step. I mean, I hung in there with you guys at the whole thing. Again, this is what it looks like. That is the back. This is the front. It has the cute little tassels here, or braids. Looks super cute when you incorporate other colors, I'm telling you. And then, you know, make a pom-pom, attach it on the top, just like you attach it to any other hat. I do have some pom-poms that are like faux fur that are very cute, and I don't know where they are right now, but if I had those, I would attach one on here. I mean, that would be just adorable, especially with a cap like this. It's just creamy and just kind of basic. But if you like these kind of videos, let me know. I can do, you know, follow up and maybe make them look like animals or something like that. But this is your basic cap, and I'm telling you, you can do, the sky's the limit with this cap. Like, so cute. So many different ways I've decorated these in the past and made them fun and whatever it is. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching your basic crochet. I don't know what you call these hat. I mean, Earflap cap, whatever it is. I'll have a name for it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I will have the link again to the blog post where this, where you can copy and paste this. I will say again, it was supposed to look like a My Little Pony hat, so that's why they're talking about some of the things were in there. I just cut those pieces out and just printed out the basic hat pattern. That's why it says some things that might not make sense for you, like polyfill for the horn, because it had a horn. But anyway, all that info will be there. And the video that used to be attached to that is gone because it was on my old channel. That is gone. So even though it has links, it doesn't go anywhere. But you will have the pattern written out that you can copy and paste and print out. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.